someone at my door, I hear?
'Tis not but the courier.
Ah, yes, perhaps.
Or the wind, perhaps. I've heard it makes quite the racket around here.
Oh, do stay. 'Tis at most a rotten bird who has flung itself against the window.
No, this is my lair and it is my duty to take care of it. I must meet with the soul knocking on my door. Recently, knighthood's been all the rage. Past 200 years, I've had to show up far too many cocky knights. I'll play along till you pronounce me dead, yes? But we agree that neither you nor any other dim-witted steel-plated dolls will come around these parts ever again.
Behold, the one and only mighty slayer of dragons.
Oh my!
I must say, I think I've seen that handsome face in town. St. George, I think his name was.
Oh, Georgie, isn't he funny?
You must be tired after such a hard-fought victory. You're so amazing.
Oh, tell us why it must be as such a fine and handsome gentleman as thine self must take on such a horrible task.
I've heard this dragon has such claws.
Weighed 1.5 tons and had impenetrable scales.
I've heard it has such evil eyes. One shan't survive its stare.
All right. St. George, will you tell us the true story of the slaying?
I cannot stay. A kingdom far away, some call the plateau, need my help. I must go.
I miss George.
I have gathered all of you here today not just to mourn a great saint, but to propose that the land upon which we stand be made into a school in St. George's honor.
St. George's School was a great success. When his fans learned of his demise and now namesake school, they jumped for the chance to join the academy. Their kids spilled into the halls, and everyone was happy to learn in a great man's honor. I, however, know that there is more to the story, more that needs to be investigated. Since the dawn of the school, there has always been whispers of a secret organization who knows the truth. I believe it's called a cult. But anyhow, who knows if it even exists? For its first few years, every single student who walked through the doors of St. George's School was taught many things at the utmost attention. Maths, drama, music, languages, and first and foremost how to sound like they know everything in the world, while saying nothing at the same time. I believe it's time to get a real look into its students and their natural habitat. So, ladies and gentlemen, may I present The Rise and Fall of St. George's School.
Who here read The Great Gatsby?
This was the prime of St. George's.
Yes, Zach.
I believe we can all relate to Gatsby on some level in regards to the high societal facade.
Great point. If you don't mind me asking, how do you relate to him?
Gatsby, just like the rest of us, is still figuring things out. He isn't nearly as jaded as the rest of the members of his aristocracy.
I'd have to disagree with you on that point. Gatsby is nothing like us. He's a criminal, we're students. No matter his good deeds, he is still a criminal.
Those are both great points. Any other opinions?
At the end of the day, Gatsby had a positive effect on the community. Whether selfish or not, he uses money for good.
Great. What do you think of Nick as a narrator?
Well, clearly he's an unreliable one. Everything he says turns out to be wrong.
Rest assured, I am a very reliable narrator.
Well, class, I think this is an appropriate time for us to end it for today. Don't forget your papers are due the next time that we meet. Have a lovely day.
Very true. Well, thank you, sir.
Sports were a very important thing for St. George's. In fact, their skill and team prides far surpassed any other team. And we're off. Wow, what a block. Look at that basket. You can really see the chemistry between these guys. The team effort is really there. You can't coach skills like that. This guy has natural talent.
Oh my God, are you okay? Oh no,
Hold on to your hats, folks. I think we have a player down. Oof, that looks like it hurts. Seems like St. George's star player might be out of the game.
That on.
Roy, what are we gonna do now?
What are we doing?
Listen up, guys. All right, boys. There's no way to sugarcoat this, but
it's okay, Coach. I'll say it. I'm gonna be out for the rest of the season.
you don't even look that hurt. No, please.
What are we gonna do
Oh
now?
my God, no. I know it's gonna be tough. We're gonna lose lots of games out there, but we gotta do what we gotta do, and not having Esteban's gonna hurt.
Yeah, but you're gonna go out there and leave it all on the court. But let me tell you something. One player doesn't make a team.
We all do. Our losses are not what should define us. Instead, we should be focusing on our strengths, the things we have that the other teams don't. And for the teammates who can't be out there, let's go out there and win it, boys.
Come on, let's go! Let's go!
In fact, they did not win this game, or the next one, or the one after that. What was once the pride of St. George's became a laughingstock. Grad committee worked really hard on the decorations. Although the effort was there, let's be real, they're far from being any type of designers. It was a disaster. The only good thing that came out of it was the grad video.
Everyone, please settle down. We have gathered all the results for this year's homecoming king and queen.
It better be me. I earned this. Actually, no, I deserve this. That tiara is mine.
Your homecoming king for this year is Xander. Students, quiet down, please. And your queen for this year is India.
I'm like, hey, what's up, hello? Since you're pretty, soon as you came in the door, I just wanna chill, got a sack for us to roll. Married to the money, introduced her to my style.
Xander, any words for your classmates?
I'd like to thank everyone who voted for me.
Oh brother, here we go again.
It's
It's mine! Mine! I deserve this!
Guys! It's only a plastic crown.
Excuse me?
It's mine. No, it's mine. It's mine.
It's not. It's mine.
God, it's mine.
No! It's mine!
No.
No, it's not! What are you... No!
Just like that, the crownings have ended. No more homecoming kings, no more homecoming queens, no more royalty, and no more dancing. A not so happily ever after for the future graduates.
What are we talking about?
Have you not heard? At homecoming where everything went down. With the tiara that shattered.
They tried concealing the fight, but to no avail. It was only a matter of time until rumors spread. It's a small school, let's be real. Word gets around.
Girls.
Sorry.
Can we dial in and focus on what we're doing, please? This has to be a priority right now. The show's only a few days away.
Yeah.
Okay, singers, we're gonna sing through your part first.
Every day's a chance. Every day's a choice.
Okay, pause. Something sounds off. Maybe this isn't the best place to start. Can we take it from the top, please? I need full focus this time.
I'm sorry you had to hear that, but if I had to, you do too.
Okay, what's happening here?
I think I'm sick. Me too.
Oh no, are you all sick? Shoot, I wanted to solidify this today.
She made me sick. No, I did not. Yeah, you did. You coughed all over me a few days ago.
Okay, this is not gonna help us right now. Let's work on something else. Haley? Is everyone sick?
Whoa, I only have allergies.
Since when?
Since always.
Yeah, sure. Whatever.
Okay, so clearly this is not working out the way I had planned. Let's put a pause on vocals for now, get some rest, and we'll try again tomorrow. For now, let's move on to choreography. Kate, can you demonstrate what I asked you to prepare for today, please?
Okay.
Out of the darkness, into the spotlight, there's a new star, shining so bright. Out of the darkness.
Okay, let's just stop and take a breath here. Given how this rehearsal has gone today, I think we should pause and just pick it up tomorrow. Well, seeing as half of you are injured and the other half are sick, I guess we're gonna have to cancel rehearsal for today.
Okay.
These past few years have been cursed.
And it wasn't just Glee. Robotics was next. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for the Robo Fiasco.
Eureka! The code finally works! Looks like Dimitri's gonna lose again this year, and we're gonna win.
Just test it out already, Dan.
Ugh! I just need to check it for bugs one last time.
Forget it! Won't we just find out when we plug it in?
Wait, do you need a screwdriver? I have a screwdriver. I love screwdrivers. What do you need?
Oh my god! What's happening?
There must be some problem with the wiring.
Or maybe it's your genius code, you cornball.
Well, turn it off.
Help, it's chasing me.
I think I might have accidentally set it to detect humans instead of robots. It was supposed to be a battle bot, not a Dalek.
What's a Dalek? Just turn this goddamn thing off before it kills me!
Don't you think I'm trying, you pleb?
Yeah, right, Mr. Presley. Ow, whoa, whoa! Ah! Ah! You go! Oh no! Oh no!
Daniel!
Quick! Grab some metal! What for?
Everyone, lift it now!
Do I have to? Yes!
Closet, now! We'll shut it in until the battery dies!
We'll never make it. Someone has to stay behind to lock the door.
Run when I say. What?
This video is for research purposes only. No one was harmed in the filming of this video.
Run!
Did you study for math? That's crazy. Yeah, man, I'm so ready. Me too.
All right, everyone. It says in the daily bulletin that you have an assembly right now. So please go to the gym.
Oh, it's probably another Dom St. George call or something like that.
Personally, I think Dragon Call has a better ring to it. Maybe then students would actually want to go.
And there's no point to it.
Alright, so what we're doing it.
Disappointed doesn't even begin to describe what I feel about our school right now. First, our basketball team losing all our games, then homecoming becoming a complete disaster.
They told us not to talk about that.
Right, sorry.
Glee becoming competent and robotics generating crazy robots. Seriously, what is wrong with everyone?
Because of all these events, Ryan, Audra, and I have put in a couple rules for every student to follow. First, we will be banning all CCAs and creating the thinking police to make sure that no one ever thinks about doing a CCA again. Also, we will be changing the name of Reset and Reflect to Detention.
Another very important thing I would like to mention is that our precious hero, St. George, will always be watching. Anything you do, he will see. And if it doesn't meet St. George's criteria, there will be serious consequences.
I thought St. George's was the good guy and the dragon was the villain.
Well, having someone always watching over me doesn't sound very good, guy.
Can someone please provide me with works cited in MLA format? Because this sounds like misinformation to me.
We will also be shortening the lunch period and extending all classes. Students are also expected to now have a 95%
these rules are crazy.
I know, like, why does it feel like George Orwell's 1984?
Excuse me, Daniel and Mateo, would you two like to give me a reason why you're interrupting?
I'm sorry?
That's what I thought. Why are you filming this? Is this some kind of joke to you?
Anyways, bathroom breaks cannot exceed 6 to 7 minutes.
I think we all know what's coming.
6, 7!
That's it. Everyone's getting a detention this Wednesday.
Nah, there's no way.
Now that all the rules have been said, is everything clear?
Yes!
Quiet.
This is terrible. They can't do this.
We need to fix this. People have already started disappearing.
You're right. It's like 1984. We need to know where they take these misbehaviors.
Really, guys? Still going on about that stupid summer reading book? That was so last year.
We'll follow them. They can't hide
hide these people forever. What if they're not hidden but gone for good? Don't say such things.
They want us to fear them. Fear gives them power. We cannot stay silent.
Here are some clues that I found.
I think we've basically figured this out. We'll finish it after class.
No, they found everything! That doesn't mean they know it was us, but that means that we're...
It doesn't matter now. We need to find them with haste.
We're so close. I can feel it. I can practically taste it. Ew. Taste what? Answers, duh.
Come, just over here.
Ah! Let me go! Let me go! No, hey, I can't do this! No, do this! No!
I think Aristotle said it best. The more you know, the more you realize you don't know.
Good morning, class.
Good morning, Miss Smith.
Today we will be playing hot cross buns, and I want absolutely no mistakes. Playing positions. 1, 2,
Third graders on the recorders can do better than these guys.
Oh, my Ella Fitzgerald, Zachary Margalith. What was that? Let's do it again, please. 1, 2, ready?
Let's go!
Yeah! Yo, let's get lit!
Screw St. George!
I was starting to regret coming here. Everything was so boring. And then I discovered Cult of Dragon and everything changed.
Joy is perfect. She's basically a god.
I was so nervous coming to high school. I thought that I wouldn't have any friends, that I wouldn't find my group, especially since they just shut down all the CCAs. But turns out I didn't need to worry.
They say Joy is the descendant of the dragon. Can you believe it? I had no idea what I was walking into when I opened that door. I'm just the cameraman, and I don't really want to be here. But I really need to build my Lufufu collection. And honestly, the whole cult thing is kind of starting to make a whole lot of sense. I mean, the dragon's pretty awesome.
I don't believe the rumors one bit. There's no way Joy's great whatever is the dragon.
Who said they didn't believe it? It was Sophie, wasn't it? Ever since my group's gained popularity, she's been so jealous.
I am not jealous. I just don't like the fact that you're lying to all these people that trust you. The dragon is sacred, so how dare you disrespect his honor? He fought for us. He died for us. And what have you ever done?
I don't know. Built this up all from the ground? These people are losing the plot, and I'm saving us all.
Saving us? You're the reason this is all happening.
Dragon! 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 Dragon!
Joy, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Everybody, I hate you! I hate you! Joy, little cult leader, get down your high horse and come get me!
As they've been taught time and time again, the protocol is single file, quiet.
Alright, everybody, let's go. Calmly, single file, go.
But when it really comes down to it, no one listens.
You have to get out of the building. It's on fire. If you're not out of here in 3 minutes, everybody gets a detention, even on the weekends.
Some might say what I did was a little extreme, but I cannot disagree more. St. George's got exactly what he deserved, and so did his little school. I couldn't just do it in secret though. I needed the entire world to be able to witness St. George's fall from grace.
Some people say history is written by the victors, but what happens when you take away all their power and influence? When you become the person with the loudest pen and get to decide the outcome. From now on, people will remember St. George's as the one who built the school, only for it to be set aflame by the very principles he tried to force onto his students. My work here is now officially completed.
Wait, but like, at least we don't have to go to school anymore. Wait,
Lord.